This podcast is supported by MIDI Health. Are you in midlife, feeling dismissed, unheard, or just plain tired of the old healthcare system? You're not alone. For too long, women's serious midlife health issues have been trivialized, ignored, and met with a just deal with it attitude. Many of us have been made to feel ashamed or forgotten. In fact, even today, 75% of women seeking care for menopause and perimenopause issues are left entirely untreated. But here's the powerful truth. It's time for a change. It's time for MIDI. MIDI is not just a healthcare provider. It's a women's telehealth clinic, founded and supported by world-class leaders in women's health. What sets MIDI apart? We are the only women's telehealth brand covered by major insurance companies, making high-quality expert care accessible and affordable. Our clinicians provide one-on-one, face-to-face consultations where they truly listen to your unique needs. We offer a full range of holistic, data-driven solutions, from hormonal therapies and weight loss protocols to lifestyle coaching and preventative health guidance. This isn't one-size-fits-all care. This is care uniquely tailored for you. At MIDI, you will join our patients who feel seen, heard, and prioritized. You will find that our mission is clear: to help all women thrive in midlife, giving them access to the health care they deserve. Because we believe midlife isn't the middle at all. It is the beginning of your second act. Ready to feel your best and write your second act script? Visit joinmidi.com today to book your personalized insurance-covered virtual visit. That's joinmidi.com. MIDI, the care women deserve.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
It is exactly as I feared. This is Car Con Carne, still being held in captivity. Quarantine Con Carne. If you want $50 in Byron's Hot Dogs food, a $50 gift card, you should sign up for the Car Con Carne email list. Go to the homepage of carconcarne.com. It's right there on the front page. Give me your information. Get in the running for $50 at Byron's and get access to cool information.
That's a lot of hot dogs.
Oh my God, that's a lot of hot dogs. If you had already been on the list, you would have known exactly what's in store right now. What's in store, you ask? It is a preview of a virtual telethon happening this Sunday. It is the 17th annual Holiday Fundraiser for KTs Kids. On with me tonight, I have the Katie of KTs Kids, Katie Augustyn. I also have the gentleman behind Liars Club. It is Herb and Mike McConnell, Herb Rosen, Mike McConnell, and Rock Titan in Chicago, Scott Lucas, who will be performing as part of the telethon. You're not really driving, are you, Scott? Please.
Hold on, James. Hey, get out of the way. I'm doing a podcast. James Van Alstyne. How you? Hey, let me get over here.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. You have my undivided attention.
I just want everybody to be safe. We got Mike and Herb wearing masks. They're safe. You're parked. You're safe. Katie, you seem the most secure of the bunch. Not
Always.
surprised.
Every
Not surprised.
time.
This Polish guy's coming up, though, so I'll keep my eye on him.
All right. So
I
Sunday,
hope you get carjacked. Sorry.
Sunday is the 17th annual KTs Kids fundraiser. Let's start there. Let's start with what KTs Kids is. As we talk about this awesome event happening Sunday, let's give the context. Katie, what is KTs Kids?
So we're an organization that serves disabled children, mostly from the south and west sides of Chicago. We do all sorts of different activities throughout the year. We do a week-long summer camp in August, and it started 17 years ago. I was bartending at Liars Club, and me and Herb and O'Connell and Mike Cook were all working together, and it kind of started with the four of us. Scott is the one person who's been there for all 17 years. He's performed, even before it was a benefit. He DJ'd for us when we first were just trying to get like warm winter gear for the kids. But yeah, all of us have been doing it for all 17 years, and we've done a lot of really cool events for the kids that we serve.
So talk about some of the highlights as you've been raising money for these kids. Talk to me about some of the things that you've been able to do. Talk like specific moments or kids or memories, whether it's from the camp.
After a few years, maybe after 4 or 5 years, they actually, because we were getting so many toys and we were raising so much money, they started letting us come and throw the party at the hospital. So we actually got to go to the hospital. We threw a pizza party with the DJ, and we get to pass out the gifts to the kids. So we actually get to see it. At first, they just deliver the stuff, but then we started to actually be able to throw the party. So that was pretty cool. That was a highlight for me.
And then when we had so much stuff left over,
yeah,
especially the small stuff. So we started to do a carnival in summertime where we did like ice cream sundaes and stuff, and we played like little carnival games and stuff. So it was kids were winning stuff like Slinky
on the roof of the hospital. Yeah,
and that was really fun. And
for our kids, cool. I think something that's really cool is a lot of the kids that we serve, they haven't seen a lot of the stuff that we take them to. Like we've got kids from Englewood and Lawndale that have never been to Navy Pier, never been to Lake Michigan, because when you're disabled, it's really hard to go anywhere. Like a couple of steps can, it makes all the difference of if you can get your wheelchair there or not. And so taking our kids, like a lot of them, some kids had never been to a movie theater before, like watched a movie in a movie theater. I think that's...
And we had the theater all to ourselves. It was only us in the IMAX at Navy Pier. It was awesome.
It was awesome. But I think that's a really cool thing. It's, the part of it is like every kid deserves to have like a great childhood, no matter what their level of ability, no matter, what kind of resources they have. And I think that's like one of the funnest things, like these firsts. Herb takes the kids fishing every year for camp, and with a lot of other guys, other musicians, Joey Haggerty and Sean Rice, they always fish with the kids. And like none of our kids had ever been fishing before, I don't think.
No, I remember the first year we went fishing, I was trying to get the kids, like I put the worm on the hook and I was trying to get them to cast or help them get the line in the water, and everyone just wanted to play with the night crawlers. And I'm like, dude, there's fish to be caught. But they were so psyched to even hang with the night crawlers. And we didn't catch very many fish that year. But now we do.
You caught a lot though, right? Last year you guys caught.
Oh yeah, now we do it right in Douglas Park, right across the street from the hospital. And Douglas Park Lagoon actually has a bunch of like, little catfish and bluegill. So every kid that wants to catches a fish or multiple fish if they want to.
Isn't it amazing, by the way, how actually beautiful Douglas Park is and how beautiful even Humboldt Park is? You go there during the daytime. They're really these lovely, expansive city parks. I think it's really cool that you take advantage of them.
It's so beautiful. They have the most gorgeous field house there, too. It's just amazing. We have our end of camp picnic there every year. And we have a DJ and all the families come. It's really fun. And it's just such a beautiful park.
Well, and I heard there's always been this miniature golf course right behind the field house that never was functional, but I heard they redid it. It's open again. So we'll have to get down there.
Who doesn't love miniature golf? It's the people's sport.
Yes.
So 17 years of doing this is pretty tremendous. From a fundraising perspective, you've raised over $75,000 since you started.
Probably
the number's got to be bigger
now.
A lot more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably closer to 100 just from our like fundraising stuff at the bar, and now we've got donors and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of we're trying to get it to that next level.
See, here's what really speaks to me about what you're doing, and that you've been doing this for many years now. I think that we all reach a certain point or a certain age where we realize, oh shit, I'm not doing enough to help the universe around me. I'm not doing enough charitable, helpful things for the community. And I'm at that point now where I'm like, I know I need to do more. I know I need to do better. And I see what you're doing. And I think about Liars Club. We're in this pandemic, bars and restaurants, the music industry, all getting shit hammered right now. It couldn't be more bleak. And yet here you are throwing all your resources, energy, everything to help these kids. I think it's inspiring. I love seeing this.
As we know that people, especially in our world, are really having it rough themselves. So like part of the reason why we wanted to do this show was because we wanted to do it so that way all the people that supported this for 17 years can watch it, hopefully have some fun in their house and stuff. We're not trying to do a hard sell because we know that people that are in our industry are having a hard time getting food on the table and stuff. So, we just want this to be fun. We want it to be something for people to watch and remember that like we do good things. We can have fun, it could be. And
we want to encourage people to drink as much as possible for the live stream as well. Because as Scott mentioned the other day, quote, I'm not sure if it will stand up to the scrutiny of a live stream. And then I went, oh God, they're actually be paying attention to what we're playing.
Well, I mean,
and that's a lot of pressure.
Well, everything that I love about live music is not what this is going to be. No. But we're going to try to make something fun.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
And we're going to, and I just got the stickers today. We're going to be selling KTs Kids fundraiser survival kits. And you're going to get you're going to get a PBR, a High Life can, a little airplane bottle of Maker's Mark's Jameson or Patron, and then stickers and a bunch of nonsense. And you have that for the event, and that'll get you started drinking for the show.
That'll get you started.
Go sale on
nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. That'll just kick things off for you. Give you a base to work from.
Exactly.
For the event.
You want people skanking in their living room.
That's what you drink before the live stream starts.
That's it. I'm not worried about the live stream. I think it will hold up to scrutiny because you have Scott Lucas on your side, who, as we've all discovered, has figured out how to do cool things digitally during the pandemic.
Doubt. Pioneer.
Right. And you just, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Mike. You just got to
buck up.
That it's not happening. Close your eyes,
Bite the pillow.
Well, that's the thing.
Close your eyes. It'll all be over soon.
What I do on stage is scream really loud at people and tell them to get up. Screaming really loud to nobody.
That's going to be good.
By the way, this is going to haunt me unless I audible here. Did I say Mike's name wrong?
Yeah, it's O'Connell. I think, were you saying O'Connell? I'm deaf. Yeah, Mike O'Connell.
It just occurred to me. I'm like, where did that come from? It sounds like
Michael.
It's actually Mike Roberts.
O'Connell.
God, I'm sorry. I hate doing
Irish
that.
Joke here.
It would have haunted me had I not brought it up right now. So apologies to Mike.
I heard it, but I wasn't sure if I heard it right.
Apologies to you, Mike, and to all Mike O'Connell fans. I
don't care.
This is actually Mike's first time on the internet, so this is really an exciting night. It's a major milestone. So all the wholesome good stuff aside, let's talk a little bit about Sunday's event, because this is a very adult group doing very adult things for youth. Sunday's event, it's a live streamed event, as previously mentioned. What time does this start?
It's going to start at 7:30, and it's going to be on the Liars Club YouTube channel, and it's under Liars Club Chicago. And if you go on I'm going to put it on the event. We haven't done it yet, but on the Facebook page right now, it's got the link to our channel, and then it'll be on the actual event on the Facebook page and that stuff too. But it's going to be on the Liars Club YouTube channel, which I just set up the other day.
Fantastic.
And I tested it a little bit this afternoon.
And be there on time because it's going to get pulled right away.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and it's even if it doesn't, it's only staying up for a day. So we want it to be an event where people watch it as it's happening, so we can all feel each other's vibe through the wires, through the non-wire.
I'm feeling your vibe.
Herb's talking really loud and strongly. It kind of feels like he's cutting a wrestling promo as we're watching this.
I can't hear. My computer's speaker's so shitty. I can't hear you guys, so I feel like I have to yell, and I know that I don't.
I can hear Herb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what Herb does. When he calls you every day, it's like, your neighbor goes, you're talking to Herb? And I'm not talking about the people in the next apartment. I'm talking about the people in the next building.
That is seriously all he does. Calls and shouts for like 3 minutes and says, "I gotta go. I'm lost. Bye." And hey.
So when I'm not driving.
7:30 on Sunday the 13th. The live stream will be on the Liars Club YouTube. Let's talk about what's happening musically. I guess I'll have you guys tell me. We get some beer nuts.
We're doing it a little different because we thought that, just us standing there and playing for an hour would be a little boring. So we're doing it kind of like a variety show, like a 70s style telethon. So there'll be us doing live stuff, and then there'll be some recorded bits. There's comedy, there's commercials, there's cat juggling, there's all kinds of shit. So we hope, yeah. And Angela Bailey,
disgusting,
does it every year. She can't do it, but Angela Eves Burlesque is doing it, and we've got a bunch of special surprise guests, and we're like calling our semi famous friends to try and do promos, and I don't know. Yeah, the next couple of days, we'll see how much material we have.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
We'll be filming it. That afternoon.
Otherwise, we might just play some songs, and Herb and I might drink beer and whiskey and try to be funny or not.
See, now you joke, and reminder, we're here to get people excited about Sunday. We joke about this, but what you're doing is an undertaking, and it's pretty cool that you're putting it all together. I mean, I've been involved with things like this, and the fact that you're pulling all this together with all these different people, I think it's really cool, and I think it'll turn out great. I really do.
Well, the other cool thing is that people that don't get to go to it every year. I mean, this the silver lining part of having to do it like this is that people who don't live in Chicago can kind of see sort of what we're doing, and the downside of that is that people who don't live in Chicago can kind of see what we're doing. So it's, it goes both ways.
Yeah, that's the Stiff Little Fingers fans online are so excited about it because Jake Burns from Stiff Little Fingers plays in the band, and they're all over Facebook. They're so excited, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is gonna live up to what you're making it into.
Oh, it will.
It will. I saw Jake. I saw Local H. What was it? 2 months ago with Peg Boy.
Right.
Time is meaningless at this point. It was some time over the past year. Jake's such a good storyteller, such an interesting storyteller on stage. I think that stuff, especially if he kind of goes that direction, I think that'll really be awesome to watch.
We're talking about something like, we're talking about that, trying to get him to do that. He's resisting, but we've got a couple of days.
Scott was trying to get him to do it from the Lions Club bathroom.
Great idea.
Which is great.
I can't imagine why he's resisting that. That's so crazy.
Well,
Jake goes, oh, so it's going to be like Perry Como? And I'm like, yeah, Perry Como in a toilet.
Liars Club, Sunday night on the Liars Club YouTube. All right, so it's Jake, it's Local H. And Scott, it's not just you. It's you and Ryan, right? It's the
Ryan's
full band.
Playing with us too. Yeah.
The Haggertys from Peg Boy.
Yep. John and Joe Haggerty.
And who else is part of the roster?
Mike and is co-hosting with me and does some songs. And then Mark DeRosa from Dummy plays bass on the hard ones that I can't. And then we got a couple surprise guests. We have a banjo player that you might recognize.
Hey, that was a surprise.
Never mind.
Not a surprise anymore.
Prank call.
Way to go.
Well, we'll edit this in post.
Right. Yeah, good. Wait, hold on. What? What do you want?
Order surprise.
All right. So, am I missing? So we covered the burlesque, and that'll be tasteful and appropriate.
White Mystery just sent me a video like half an hour ago that I watched. It's awesome. They did a pre-recorded thing. It's a Christmas thing. That's super cool. And then the other stuff is going to be, like I said, it's going to be like a 70s variety show. It's a lot. Some of the stuff's going to make no sense at all with no explanation, and it's going to be a clusterfuck, which is how Liars Club and this event normally is. So that's good.
So needless to say, pick up the party pack.
Yeah.
You might.
You're gonna.
The more you drink, the better everything
my
looks.
advice to you: start drinking heavily at about 5.
I think this will be great.
By 7:30, it'll be like we're going on at midnight at the actual event.
But the bonus, the serendipitous aspect of this is that for people, as mentioned, who aren't near Chicago, who wouldn't be able to normally go to Liars Club, they can not only watch this and see what they've been missing for the past 17 years.
Usually only 150 people or so get to see it. Good point.
Right. But this also, expands your reach. This also makes it possible to generate more funds for KTs Kids. They're really trying to find the silver lining, the glass half full in all of this. The opportunity to generate more is there.
Yeah, exactly. You're totally right.
Kids, if you start a pit with your kids, that would be great.
Totally.
And then totally ruin Christmas by knocking over the Christmas tree in the pit. That would be great. That's the way to celebrate the holidays.
Oh, that's one thing we should point out on that note, James. It's not, it's free. Just go to the YouTube channel, but there'll be a banner the whole time, and we'll be telling people to go to KTsKids.com to donate during the event, and before the event, during the event, after the event.
Yeah, so you can do it right now. You can donate right now.
KTsKids.com.
And it's a cliche to say it, but it's worth saying. Whatever you can do.
Yeah.
As you guys mentioned, this has been a tough year for everybody. If it's $1, great. Just something going toward the cause. All that money goes a long way.
Yeah. That's how we've always done it. It's really interesting because one of the doctors at the hospital at Schwab Rehabilitation Center, she was like, I got friends with a lot of money that live in big houses, and they don't give our kids money like this. And your friends, like bartenders and chefs and servers and tattooers and hairstylists, they raise money like $20 at a time to take these kids to camp. This year, they're feeding 300 families that are really struggling with food insecurity this year. It's always been our group of friends that have always come through, even when we had like no budget and, camp morning, I'd be getting up like boiling hot dogs to feed the kids, when we had no money. It was our group of friends, like amazing musicians and service industry workers that always came together and came through for us.
Well, you know what I get from that? It's community. The reason why this group is able to come together like that, it's a built-in community that understands the value and importance of supporting one another and reinforcing the community. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, and a grassroots thing can actually make a difference is how it started. Yeah.
Well, and every year we go, are we going to pull this off again? And somehow every year we do. And once it's over, the party at the hospital, we usually go out, we're all like, I can't believe we actually made that happen. And I think this year is going to be the same thing. Somehow this will come together and it will be fun because we want it to be.
For people just joining us, Lucas on the live stream just asked, when is the show? Where can I stream it? 7:30, Sunday the 13th on the Liars Club, the newly christened Liars Club YouTube page.
Yes. And I'll put the link will be in the event on Facebook and on the flyer. It'll soon and tomorrow on the flyer and it momentarily on the event on Facebook. The link will be in the invitation. So go to the Liars Club Facebook page because I just set up the Liars Club YouTube channel and it's hard to find when you just search Liars Club. So the link's the quickest way, but it's there.
Now, beyond watching the live stream, which we all should, and beyond donating, which we all should, are there other opportunities with KTs Kids? If people decided, I'd love to help with the summer camp, or I'd love to, go fishing with Herb. Like, are there chances or possibilities for people to kind of roll up their sleeves and get into this?
Yeah, absolutely. We do everything with volunteers. And usually at this time of year, we usually have like an army of volunteers going around picking up raffle prizes and decorating the club. We take loads of toys to the hospital. It's all volunteers that actually staff the hospital party. These three always work Santa's closet at the party, and actually they get to give out the toys, which is pretty fun. But we have hundreds of children, and so we have volunteers serving pizza and cookies and playing with the kids. And all year, every time we have an event, we ask for volunteers to do it.
So they can check out if they want to volunteer. That information is also on the KTsKids.com site where you can also donate. So your time or your cash.
We've all had to figure out new ways to do old things this year. Everyone on this call has experienced that. I think once we emerge from this dumpster fire and things start feeling a little bit more normal, a lot of what we learned this year we'll probably take into the future. Like, I don't know what the future of this sort of presentation will be once there's a vaccine and people are circulating more, but I feel like this creates an opportunity and some learning for things you could do in the future. I don't know what that is, but I think this is an exciting thing for you to do and kind of create on Sunday and maybe incorporate in some way, shape, or form down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do it next year live.
Live with the crowd.
Also broadcast. This live is the best thing ever. I mean, this one we're doing in front of an audience. Everybody's having a great time, and you guys are playing Cheap Trick, and Jake Burns is singing. I mean, what more do you want?
It's consistent
on stage. I mean, like it's great. You know,
it's consistently the funnest night of the year.
Yeah,
pretty much
every single year. No matter what, it's always the funnest night of the year.
And the best was one year. Stiff Little Fingers played. The whole band came and played.
Yeah,
it was Shirley's birthday. So they played with the band. I mean, I walked in to set up the bar, and they were doing sound check, and it was like, it was like having your favorite band playing in your basement. Like, and because Jake's
was exactly like that. Yeah,
because Jake's voice is still so great, and just like walking in and hearing him sing those songs, like basically in our little clubhouse. I mean, I completely nerded out like a madman.
It was amazing.
I was skanking.
Yeah.
Going back to this idea that this is a national event this year because it's digital. David just said he loves Local H, definitely donating and watching on Sunday. He's from Tucson. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Awesome.
Cool.
So I love the idea that, all the adversity of this year, there's a bright spot. You're expanding the reach and getting the message out about KT's Kids. And obviously the kids in underserved Chicago neighborhoods aren't Tucson, but it's a universal thing. You hear about kids who need help. Shit, how do I help? What can I do?
Absolutely.
Well, and we're doing food this year because the food insecurity is so bad right now. And I guess our government can't do anything about it for some weird reason. So they're leaving. So a tavern is going to do this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's cool. But a tavern that's not open.
Because normally we
people, but that's cool.
I've always said when all else fails, when all else fails, turn to Liars Club.
Yeah,
it's just one of those life rules we've all learned. All right, so I don't want you to spoil anything else. Herb just couldn't resist with that one.
I have a bad habit of that.
But even, surprises aside, whatever else you haven't mentioned aside, wow, what a show. I mean, just the names you mentioned, Jake Burns, the Haggertys from Pegboy, Local H, you guys, Herb and Mike, Mark DeRosa from Dummy, White Mystery, Burlesque.
It's going to be good.
All in a 70s telethon type format, hosted by Herb and Mike, which really, that's worth it right there.
Right. There you go.
Gonna be good.
All right. I love the work that you're doing. Thank you for. Are you kidding me, Mike? Did you just adjust your balls?
You do. That's for my fans.
What happened?
Looking for my fans.
I'm trying to keep things wholesome. I'm trying to keep things positive and talking about charity. Mike stands up and grabs his balls.
Nice.
Merry Christmas.
It lasted a while though.
Yeah.
That crazy.
Katie, I'm sorry.
Spreading that holiday cheer.
Looked like you had a little camel mistletoe.
And this is where I call it. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
Hey, thank you.
Again, Sunday, YouTube, Sunday the 13th, YouTube, the Liars Club YouTube at 7:30 Central Time. That's when it all begins. This is going to be a blast. The good news is no one has anywhere else to go, so we'll all be home and watching this.
Fuck yeah.
Captive.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.